She has been home to generations of students and faculty and staff since 1962. Now, more than 62 years later, Spidle Hall is nearing her final days. Plans are in place to demolish Spidle, making room for a state-of-the-art facility designed to meet the needs of this growing college. Hi, I'm Kim Hendricks, Communications Director in the College of Human Sciences, bringing you this final edition of a segment we call In the Halls of Spidle. We started this interview segment during the pandemic as a way of staying in touch and also showcasing all the good work underway in the college. So for this final walk through the halls, who better to do it with than the Dean of the College of Human Sciences, Susan Hubbard. Hi, Dean Hubbard.
Hello, Kim.
You know, the first time you walked through these doors, you were a wide-eyed college freshman. Now you stand here as the Dean, prepared to see this building come down, all in the name of progress. How is this hitting you?
Kim, it is so exciting, but I'll be honest, incredibly bittersweet.
Yes.
So many memories, so many experiences, but to think about what is to come is so encouraging.
Well, let's walk inside and reminisce a bit.
Okay, it's great. Okay. Kim, I was 18 years old when I walked in that very door. My very first class at Auburn University was here in Spidle Hall.
Yeah, and you've told me you felt like a small town girl coming to what you viewed as the big city, right?
This was the big city, yes. I'm from a small town off Alabama, South Alabama. So Auburn was a big city to me. And I was the only girl in my senior class to attend Auburn that year. So I came here not having any friends, not knowing anyone, and walking into what I felt was just a very big city. But when I walked in this building, this became home. After a few weeks of a little homesickness and getting used to things, this became my community, but this building played a major part in that.
Yes, well, let's go right around the corner and see your very first classroom at Auburn University.
Yes, it was right here. This was my classroom. The
Right
first
here.
class I had at Auburn University was actually a Human Development and Family Science course. And it was in this very classroom. At the time was a classroom. Now it serves as faculty offices because we've grown and expanded over the years. Kim, I was so nervous. I got here early to make sure I wasn't late for my class, not thinking that there was a class in front of my class. And when I arrived, I thought, I'm late. So I slipped in the back of the classroom, and in 3 minutes, they adjourned the class, and I realized what I had done. Of course, I knew very few people at Auburn, but I had met Bo Jackson from working in the athletic department, and Bo happened to be in that class. So of course, at the end of class, he gave me such a hard time. What do you mean, being late for your first class at Auburn? When I was actually early for my first class at Auburn in this very classroom.
Not many freshmen can really say that, especially if it was an early morning.
That's
you were
very
early.
True.
Yeah.
I was early.
That was a good sign.
Absolutely. Lots of fun memories starting on day one.
This is the second floor of Spidle, where you've spent most of your time as dean over the past 6 years. So I have to ask you, did freshman or even sophomore Susan Hubbard ever think, hey, I think I'll be dean of this college one day? It's a big question.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Never crossed my mind once. But wow, what a blessing. What an incredible blessing. I'm certain that many of my classmates and friends, when I was here in the halls of Spidle as a freshman, also would have never dreamed that I would end up being the Dean of the College of Human Sciences at some point. But what amazing memories, what amazing opportunities, but it has been such a tremendous honor to serve as Dean.
I said that's been for the last 6 years. You've been the dean. What are you most proud of as Dean of the College of Human Sciences?
Kim, so many things come to mind. I would have to say, first and foremost, I am so proud of our students. Our students represent the College of Human Sciences and Auburn University so very well. So I'm proud of our students. I'm proud of our faculty and staff who go above and beyond every single day, working in a facility that has not kept up with their level of work. And just an amazing group of individuals committed to our students and to our mission and to Auburn University. I'm proud of our programs. We have grown and developed and matured as times have changed to stay relevant and current, so our students are being educated in the very best way possible so that they can walk out of these doors and right into a job situation, into a career. Yeah. Those are just a few that come to mind, but I could tell you hours and hours and hours of stories of all the many things that as dean I'm proud of, but it's mainly our family in human sciences and what we have accomplished collectively and those that came before us. You know how many times we think about standing on the shoulders of those that have been before us, and we certainly do that in human sciences. I'm very proud of our history and our legacy.
It is a long and unique history for this College of Human Sciences. So many people before us.
Yes.
Give us just a little bit of that history.
Absolutely. Human Sciences has been at Auburn University for over 100 years. Many people are surprised by that. Of course, our roots were home economics. And I think a very interesting point about the history of home economics and human sciences is Auburn University's College of Human Sciences was one of the first adopters, if not the first adopter, of human sciences nationally. So we led this charge that now you see, of course, across the nation and the world. And that is a very first start of that history. But we grew out of hard sciences, and we're very proud of our history. We are all about enhancing quality of life of individuals, families, and their environments and their communities. We are our everyday lives. What we do in human sciences touches the life of every person on earth every single day, and that's a little overwhelming to think about. But what we work, how we work, and what we study makes a difference.
Right. And offering multiple degree plans, covering the spectrum from nutritional sciences to interior design, apparel design and merchandising, global studies, hospitality management, on and on.
Absolutely. We have 7 Bachelor of Science degrees and several options within those. We have 7 Masters of Science degrees and 4 doctoral programs, along with numerous minors and certificate programs. It is a robust repertoire of opportunities in human sciences, and that again has grown and developed over time, again representing what we need to be and who we need to be in today's world.
And one more fact we should share. This building, Spidle, was created for about 150 students. Where are we now?
Absolutely. It was built in 1962 for about 150 students. Today we are knocking on the door of 1,800 students. And so therefore we are spread across about 8 buildings on Auburn's campus to accommodate the growth. So yes, from those humble beginnings in Spidle of 150 students to where we are today with about 1,800 students is phenomenal.
Well, I said this is the second floor. Let's head down to the first floor.
Great. Thank you.
You know, all of our departments in this college have nationally ranked or nationally recognized programs, and that includes consumer and design sciences. I have to tell you what, our apparel and merchandising students amaze the community year after year through the fashion event with stunning designs hitting the runway. And Dean Hubbard, they all originate in this room, which is now void of all sewing equipment as we're making room for a new building. But you have to be so impressed as dean to see what our students accomplish year after year in these surroundings.
Absolutely, Kim. And this facility, this room, it was the birthplace for amazing designs, amazing fashions, students that now are just excelling in the fashion industry all across the nation and abroad. But you're right, it started right here in these walls, in the basement of Spidle Hall. They absolutely did an amazing job with what they had to work with, the faculty, the students, the staff through the years. But Kim, think what that program will be able to accomplish in our new facility, where we will actually have space for them to spread out their designs, to work all hours of the night and day as they do in a facility that will enhance their design, enhance their thinking. They will have gallery space, they will have showroom space, they'll have studio space, they will have design space, and their construction sewing space will be state-of-the-art and will be open, so others on campus walk through our facility and will see exactly what we do in human sciences. So many years we've been behind closed doors. Students and friends and visitors never knew exactly what happened in these classrooms. Now we'll be able to showcase these very creative majors to our public.
You know, and even though there have been calls for a new building, often for multiple decades, you can literally see the love for Spidle. In fact, you see it right over your shoulder here. These were the May 2025 graduates who just had to write a love note to Spidle.
They did, and they loved that. They called and asked permission first.
Yes, they did.
May we please leave love notes to Spidle? They were the last construction class in this building, in this facility. And of course, we loved that they wanted to even do this. But you will see, I love Spidle, made my best friends here. They call out certain faculty members' names on the wall, thanking them for their work. They also talk about their late nights and their all-nighters. Many of them spent right here in this facility. But you see here the love of a place for them. This was their community. We will have this same community in a new facility. But thinking back, what a wonderful place Spidle will have in the hearts of so many of our graduates and our alums that think back of their best memories at Auburn, and they think about those tough times. That's where your memories are made, when you're working through tough times, long nights, creative opportunities together. That's what they have. That's what we see on this wall. We see it written here in these messages to Spidle.
And this love expressed by our most recent graduates, it runs through every year of anyone who walked through Spidle Hall, and we found that out. We had a Farewell to Spidle event recently, and we were overwhelmed with the response. You're seeing some of that right now. Close to 300 people showed up to be able to bid farewell to Spidle, and you invited them. You said, guess what? You get to write on the walls today. So you see their signatures throughout all the floors.
You do, and a favorite memory is the day after that event. I walked through every floor of this building and read as many as I could, and so heartwarming. Some very funny, some heartwarming, but you could feel this place meant so much to our students. And we have worked very hard in human sciences to create our family and create our community. This is what happens when you do. You feel connected to your friends and your place. And this was their place. And so that was really fun, Kim, to have such an amazing turnout. We had no idea we would have the interest. All the way from folks, I met one young lady that was a freshman in 1960. So she was brand new in this building as a junior. And all the way, of course, up to our students that will be entering this building, or will be entering Haley, not this building, in the fall. So all across the spectrum of our students and our current and past friends of the college. So that was a lovely evening of memories and reminiscing. It was almost like a little reunion.
Right, and we can add, we will be in Haley for about 2 years. That's where you tend to go while you wait for a new glorious building to be built. And in about 2 years, we fully expect to be bringing in our first students and faculty and staff into the Barbara Drummond Thorne Academic and Research Facility.
Yes. We are so excited, and we're so excited to be working toward that every single day. So being in a very temporary space will be well worth moving into what we are looking forward to in a couple of short years.
Bold print on that, very temporary. Okay,
very, very temporary. Yes.
Some of the spring interior design projects remain on the wall here on the first floor, and even with the cramped feeling and low ceilings, Dean Hubbard, when we gave tours of Spidle and walked prospective students through these hallways, their eyes just went straight to the work. They were so impressed to see what our students have done. And you mentioned the gallery space we'll have in our new facility, and that new building alone will be quite the billboard for the College of Human Sciences.
Oh, it absolutely will. Open, visual. When you walk through that facility, you will know exactly what we do in human sciences. Who we are and what we do will be on display. You know, honestly, about 3 years ago when we opened what then was the new Tony and Lorraine Culinary Science Center across the street, it became that for us. It was the opportunity to open up who we are and what we do visually through glass, through laboratories, through accessible opportunities for the general public to walk through the facility. It also gave us an opportunity to recruit a level of student that could see that we were serious, that we were focused on the future, and we were going to provide the level of facilities they needed to be successful. I cannot wait for us to do that with this new facility for the remainder of the college. What we saw with that experience through the rain was an increase in numbers immediately. And I fully expect that once again, when we can show you exactly what we do, then students' light bulbs will turn on earlier than finding us once they're here. So we cannot wait to see how the programs will grow, and also just the opportunity to showcase who we are.
And you've mentioned before in talking about a new building, what an environment does for a student when they walk in.
Oh, absolutely. I think when you walk into a facility that is state-of-the-art and it's beautiful and it's professional, it represents something different for them, and it also sends an expectation to them. When I walk through these doors, Auburn and the College of Human Sciences has invested in this facility. Therefore, I need to invest my best in what I do in the classroom, how I work, and how I represent Auburn and human sciences. It absolutely, mentally, makes a difference for a student. Then when you walk into a facility that's out of date, behind the times, that also sends a message. So for us in human sciences, having nationally ranked programs, as you mentioned earlier, in every department, nationally recognized programs, we have been doing what we need to do on every other front. This is that last piece of the puzzle to have that recruiting opportunity for us be so obvious and visible.
And I thought we would close out this final walk through Spidle right here in the Dean's Suite, your office. Yes. And one thing that is not changing is this incredible view.
It will not change. We will continue to be on this very footprint, only larger. We will expand to Roosevelt, the corner, and then we'll be 4 stories high. So it was so important to us to maintain this place on campus. Central Campus is a wonderful location for the college, and our history is here. We are on the historical corridor, and that was important to us as a college to remain in this location. We look out and we see Center Campus, we see the stadium, we see student operations, we see a very busy concourse, the very best place to be. We see those beautiful blue and orange sunsets, and in our new facility, that view will be the same, even better, as we will be able to host events for our alums and our friends and the community to come and take part overlooking campus from a beautiful terrace in our new facility. This building has been the heart of the College of Human Sciences for quite some time. It's been very endearing to each person walking these halls. That will not change, Kim. We will continue to have personalized advising, personalized teaching and instruction. We will continue to build our community and work hard together to reach those heights. None of that will change. It will only have a facility that supports those efforts. Kim, this building, Spidle Hall, has been very endearing to all of us. But our new facility will be inviting. It will be able to welcome our students in a way we've never been able to do before. And that allows us to bid farewell to Spidle Hall and look to the future.